red lights are flashing. There's no time for question asking. Hide the weed under the napkin. Try hard not to laugh. Cause I want the things I want this one. I'm getting busted for possession. But shit, I got my gut filled with blood laying in my lap. If you were where I'm at, you would do the same goddamn thing. Same goddamn thing. It ain't because I'm black, it's just because I don't have a thing. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. I'm a pocket and an alcoholic. Label me a fucking convict. There's not a penny in my wallet, so give me all your change. I'm in and out of jail and rehab. Can't seem to break the habits we have. But Mary Jane always makes me laugh, but that's a bitch to blame. If you were where I'm at, you would do the same goddamn thing. Same goddamn thing. It ain't because I'm black, it's just because I don't have a thing. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. Broke as fuck. Broke as fuck. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck. I'm 19 years old and broke as fuck.
What's going on, folks? Let me put my full face on there. How's everybody doing? Thank you all for being here. I know this is kind of a little bit of a pop-up, but hey, why the fuck not? I don't have any. I literally have like shit to do this weekend. Like, I'm sitting on my hands again. So yeah, works. It's the winter. Do landscaping. Work dries up, so it's not the most fun. But hey, at least I get to do this and hang out with some cool folks. Yeah. So tonight, what do we got? We got some Lord of Patriarchy shorts. We're gonna look up Lord of Patriarchy shorts. I know that's as off-putting as it sounds. I've got, I don't know, a little bit of Dapperton, and I figured it might be fun to go ahead and play some quartering countdown, because I will show you what we got for the quartering. It's not good, because apparently every fucking thing is woke. Everything is woke. Woke, not woke, maybe woke. Anthony Fauci is apparently woke. We got all kinds of wokeness coming from quartering. So we'll get through the Lord of Patriarchy bullshit, and then yeah. And yeah, I haven't played Quartering Countdown in a while. And if you guys don't know how to play Quartering Countdown, I will explain the rules when we get there. Basically, you have to get to you got to decide how long it's going to take me to give up on one of his videos. And let's see. Yeah, we have they're all about 12-minute videos. So woke. Yeah, we'll play that game here in a little bit, and then yeah, we'll all have some fun. It'll be good. Let me say what's up the chat of Bill Portley. I read this out loud and I laughed my fucking ass off. Burst of first with a thirst like hot dog water and a Fred Durst. It's a good one. Thank you for being here, Bill Poorley. Thank you for being here, Mango. Hit those links up at the top if you want to help me out since I'm not working for the next, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 days. I'm watching the weather, and like Heon, I am constantly looking at the weather. So, yeah, by all means, go ahead, help me out. I still have I had these Vienna sausages, which I'm not too keen to eat. I have a fork, and I also have my paper towels ready. I actually am prepared this time, so I shouldn't have to leave. And then I also have Snow's minced clams in clam juice, not a sponsor. Last time on Underhaven Gold, I actually contacted. Actually, I should have brought that up. Let's see, Gmail. We'll do that. I contacted. Well, let me say what's up. Let me finish saying what's up to the chat first. Jesus fucking Christ, Lizard, get your shit together. Anyway, thank you for being here, Spherical Man. Always a pleasure. Mango, everybody else that's in the background. I don't have any clam juice, but I do have Snow's minced clams in clam juice. Not a sponsor or sale. Let me see. I didn't change the banner, so there you go. Those are the prices. Open to negotiation. But I actually sent this email while on what do you call Underhaven stream, the Underhaven Gold, talking about trying to be on the Vince Offers podcast. I said, hi Matt, I love the show and I would love to be on the chat with Vince if that's possible. Just a landscaper. I don't know if that would be the same I don't know. Oh, okay. Same caliber, but I would love the opportunity to be on the show at some point. Please contact me with any questions you may have. Thank you for your consideration. I give my full name and address not found. So, yeah, it doesn't look like that's gonna pan out the way I wanted it. But you know what? You never know. Maybe they'll get back to me. I'll have to go in the comments. And what's going on, Zozo? I'm making dinner. Thank you for the entertainment. Oh, no problem. Thank you for being here. This should be pretty fun. I do have some stuff lined up. I was going through a lot of this and just trying to find out like what kind of dumb shit is this idiot gonna say. And then I was like, maybe I should go on Dapperton, but he doesn't really have anything new. I mean, he went after Boogie 2988, and I honestly don't care. Like Boogie, everybody's done that. Like it's kind of old hat at this point, so I really don't care. So maybe we'll check out something else that's there. I can pretty much get. Oh, I have to share the tab. My bad. There we go. And then I've got the quartering, which we have all of the wokeness, so we'll check it out. But why don't we jump right into it? Thank you all for being here. Hit the links, do the things, like, share, subscribe, and by all means, hit the links at the top, especially. There you go. But let's kind of jump into this. I have an hour and a half left on this ham stock. That's good because I have about an hour and a half or 2 hours to do this, and then I'm gonna send everybody over to Widow's Son, Mr. Widowson, because he's doing a stream tonight. So everybody check that out. It's usually a lot of fun. I gotta get my fucking patrol cap out of the wash. This thing needs to be fucking washed. So I gotta get that. But all right. So let's check this out. The first one, this one actually came to me as a notification on my phone. And it says, at The Amazing Atheist, why do you support Hamas exactly? And I was kind of trolling through the Amazing Atheists videos a little bit before this. I could not find anything that says that the Amazing Atheist supports Hamas, and I don't know what this short is about. So I'm guessing it's typical Dave does not understand the difference between Palestinians and Hamas. So we're gonna see what he actually has to say. So if anybody does have a clip where TJ the Amazing Atheist does support Hamas, then we can go over that, because no, I don't support Hamas. I support the people of Palestine and the people of Israel. Neither of those governments do I give a shit about, because I want those people to not have to deal with a war. So, yes, thank you, PT Ham. Dave is dumb. All right. Hey, Fit and Curvy. Hey, Pecan Pie. Thank you guys for being here. Uh, let's look that up. Is Hamas. Hamas has been the de facto governing body in the Gaza Strip since 2007, when it ousted the Palestinian Authority from power, primarily in Gaza. Also maintains a presence in the West Bank, Palestinian refugee camps in Lebanon, and key regional capitals such as Doha, Qatar, and Cairo, Egypt. So, does Palestine support Hamas? Hamas, unsurprisingly, perhaps, finds growing support, especially among West Bank Palestinians. Backing for their militant group as a political party has increased their nearly fourfold, from 12 to 44%, in the 3 months between September 2023 and December 2023. Okay, so they essentially are a de facto government of the Gaza Strip. It's not the Palestinian government. So they took the authority from the Palestinian government. So they are not Palestine. Hamas is not Palestinians in the broad sense. Are the Hamas people Palestinian? Yes, but they are not the Palestinian government, and they are not. Not all of Palestine is Hamas. So, one more thing that you're wrong on. Oop, I forgot to share the tab. What's going on, Underhaven? Everybody check out Underhaven Gold as well. It's a great time over there. We had a fucking blast over there. What's up, Holofola? What's up, Blue? What's going on in LOP's mind? I'm better than almost everyone, or everyone, and certainly better than anyone with a dark skin or vagina. Yes, that is 100% what's going on in Dave's mind, other than, just a ton of fucking booze and shitty food. Yeah, so you're already wrong. So how does DJ support Hamas? Because I can support Palestinians and not want them to die needlessly without supporting Hamas. Dave, your brain is so fucking small and shriveled that you can't understand that there are nuances. It's a fact.
Started a fight with a foe they couldn't beat. And now all of you, for whatever reason, and I'm really shocked at you, TJ, are now pissing and crying and whining and moaning and groaning that Israel is kicking their ass.
Okay, now here's the thing. Again, you don't understand the intricacies of this, because Israel has gone off and just started leveling the fucking cities and being like, well, Hamas is essentially all Palestinians, so we're just going to kill men, women, and children regardless. and just get rid of Palestine and the Gaza Strip. Simply because Hamas could be in any of these buildings that are occupied by Palestinians. We don't know who it is. Has the U.S. government done this? Yes, they have. Facts of history. But what you don't understand is the fact that it's wrong to do that. And it doesn't matter if you're Hamas or the Israeli government or even the U.S. government. It's wrong to do that. So maybe we shouldn't do that, and we should actually go after the people that want to, that are attacking Israel. I'm down for that. They look, if they fucked around and they found out. You know who else fucked around and found out? Israel. Because they kept they kept poking the bear. They kept poking the bear. And you know what happened? The bear attacked. They just happen to have the better weapons. It's really not that hard of a fucking concept. Dave is literally just falling for propaganda 100%. Because he doesn't understand how to think for himself. He doesn't understand how to think. Everything is so black and white with him. Like you're either on A or B. There's no in between. You can't be like, oh well, I'm kind of in the gray area between A and B. No, that doesn't compute in his fucking tiny ass little mind. He's allergic to information. Hey, what's going on, Lady Starfire? Thank you for being here, Skits. Like Spore. Ooh, I love Spore. Spore is one of my favorite games. I should play some Spore later, maybe. I don't know. I think I still have it on this computer. I love that fucking game. I was annihilating in that shit.
TJ, you know, Islam is not your friend. They want to put a sword in my ass just like they do yours.
So, Dave, all Muslims are the same, correct? Is that what you're saying? Dave is saying that all Muslims are exactly the same and they follow the same rules as, let's say, ISIS. Which would mean that all Christians are the same and they follow the same rules as the staunch evangelicals. But atheists are different because they're like, there's no factions. So does every atheist, myself included, follow the same rules that you do? Because I sure as fuck don't follow any rule that you put forth. In fact, I would deliberately disobey any rule that you put forth for anybody, barring the obvious, great murder, things like that. A Muslim living in the United Kingdom is on average going to think way different than one living in Saudi Arabia. Yes, this is true. And a Muslim living in the United States is going to think far differently than a Muslim that lives in, let's say, Iraq or Kuwait or Kurdistan. And thanks to Donald Trump, Kurdistan isn't considered a country by the United States government. So that may have changed, but he left the Kurds high and dry in the Syrian war, and that was the biggest slap in the face to me that he did, because I served in Kurdistan. I served with Kurdish people, and you know what? They have more loyalty to us than to ISIS or anybody else. And it doesn't matter if they have to fucking pray 5 times a day. Nobody gives a shit, because you know what? They're people. Who cares? Dave cares because he's too goddamn dumb to figure out what the hell is going on around the world. He just wants to live in his little fucking bubble in the house that he inherited, where I guess I don't know, maybe he's a landlord or something, and he gets to go to fucking grocery store and put up displays and bag groceries or some shit. Dave, this is why people constantly say you never leave your house. You have no friends, because it's true. You never leave your house and you have no friends. You have no world experience. You actually have to go out and experience these things. You have to talk to people, but you can't talk to people because you're an insolent child that always has to be right. So maybe it would be a favor to yourself if you just shut the fuck up, listen, and in the end, admit when you're fucking wrong. Because that's your biggest weakness. Among all of the others, it's your biggest weakness is the inability to say, I am wrong. You can't fucking do it. Facts. The treatment of the Kurdish people is insanely unbelievable. Yeah, I know. Considering I've been there and I've met Kurdish people. All right, too easy. Check this out. So when I was over in Iraq, what we had to do for one mission was we had to go to a prison in Kurdistan. And because I was military police, so we had to go and, we checked it out with the Red Cross. We checked it out with a bunch of officers, and just to make sure that the living conditions were good. And they were actually pretty damn great from what we could see. Well, on our way back, we had I think it was 3 trucks broke down. One broke down because it had one initially broke down, and then another one had a break in the fuel line, and then my own turret, because I was a gunner, my turret jumped off of the gears. Like it jumped off. So I couldn't move anywhere. So I had to go from my machine gun to my rifle. And I had to pull security like that. Well, we stopped outside of this little hut type place that just happened to be like a mechanic shop. And the guy that owned the mechanic shop rolled up, and he drove like a 2-hour round trip to come back to us with his tools to help out and try and fix our trucks, because he was a diesel mechanic and all of the trucks ran on diesel. Tell me that's not some fucking shit we want as, United States Army soldiers. I wish I could go back and shake that dude's hand. Fuck, I wish I could go and cook him a goddamn meal. And yeah, were there hostile people in that same area? Abso-fucking-lutely. But you know what? None of them were Kurdish. What's going on, Dark Queen? Hey, peoples. Me and Jake are here listening. Oh, nice. Nice to have you guys. Well, thank you for listening. And yeah, please do keep listening, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I know you probably are. Okay. Dave saying this is not much different from Dominionists saying atheists all worship the devil and want sin. As an atheist, I don't believe that the devil exists. I don't believe sin exists. I believe morality is subjective. So kind of it defeats the Dominionists. Had to take a long pause on that one because Jesus fucking Christ. What's going on with Mr. Woodhausen? Hi, I'm Dave. I don't understand anything because I never leave my house. All right. Let's hear him talk about Cenk Uygur, because Cenk Uygur wants to run for president, and it's questionable, I guess. I guess he's in court about whether or not he can actually run. If he can't, then fine. If he can, then cool. I don't give a shit regardless, because I'm not going to vote for Cenk Uygur for president. I mean, if it came down to Trump, Biden, and Cenk Uygur, I would probably just go for Cenk Uygur because I don't want either of them either of the others in the presidency. But then again, it doesn't really matter to me because I have to have loyalty to the president of the United States regardless because of my military status. And really, when it comes down to it, when you're in the military, the president really doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of say on what you do on like a day-to-day basis. Like it doesn't affect you as much as you would think it would. So I just want what's best for the American people so that we can thrive and, be better as a country, and we can help out other countries because, well, we gotta find, we have to help. We're the richest country in the history of the world. Might as fucking well. Hi, I'm Dave. My hairline is falling away from my face because it hates me too. That's good. You laugh, but at this rate, 2028 will be Cenk Uygur versus Alex Jones. Honestly, that would not be surprising. If that happened, I would not be surprised for a second at all. All right.
I'll tell you why Cenk Uygur can never be president. And for me,
Go ahead.
It's the same reason why Ben Shapiro can never be president. And that is their dual loyalty. Now, Cenk Uygur, he claims he's an American 100% all the way. But I wonder, he probably still has family living in Turkey. If we ever had to get rough with Turkey and he's president, what would he do?
What's going on, J-Man?
Ben Shapiro is the exact same way. It'd make me just as nervous, even though
that's when it comes to Ben Shapiro, I can understand where he's coming from with the dual loyalty, like to Israel and the U.S. But the dual loyalty thing is something that's kind of like lambasted, especially on the left. But the less far right you go, then yeah, it'll be lambasted. But Cenk Uygur having dual loyalty because he's Turkish. Does anybody have clips of Cenk Uygur praising? It's not. Is it Erdogan? No, it's that's Syria. Is it? No. No. That is Erdogan. Erdogan is Turkey. I'm thinking of Assad. Like this doesn't make sense. So you're just, and yeah, I think you're 100% right. Downright racist take because they don't have specific loyalty to whom? The U.S. government? Like the presidency, the Constitution? I can kind of understand that. But what? Like straight up what? Does Dave drink and sit in his chair all day? Yes, he does. He it's questionable as to whether or not Dave actually has a job.
Shapiro is a natural born citizen. He usually sides with Israel's interests over the United States. So if Ben Shapiro was ever elected, I would have to ask the same question.
But you're comparing apples and oranges at this point because I have never seen. Then again, I don't necessarily watch TYT. Typically, my TYT consumption comes from watching Dave and making fun of his bad takes on the fact that he can't handle a woman talking to him. And I've never seen Cenk Uygur. I have to sit here and fucking defend Cenk Uygur. Jesus Christ. I've never seen him like be even vaguely loyal to Turkey, to the Turkish government. I don't know. Is he loyal to his culture? Sure, yeah. Why the fuck not? Why can't he be loyal to where he grew up? It's the same thing as you being loyal to, Minnesota, where you grew up. We have that all over the United States. But what? I have no fucking clue where he's getting this other than his, fat pimply ass. How much do you want to bet that Dave has tattoos of Joseph McCarthy and Donald Trump on his ass? I mean, if I were a tattoo artist, there's no amount of money you could pay me to fucking look at Dave's ass. And I don't even have to be a tattoo artist to see.
This is why you have to put United States first if you're going to be president.
Who says that Cenk Uygur won't put the United States first? Considering he's been constantly commentating about how the United States should do more for its citizens for like decades at this point. Meanwhile, Ben Shapiro doesn't give a fuck about any United States citizen unless it's like, I don't know, Donald Trump or some rich asshole that he can put money into stocks in. He can put his daddy's money into their stocks. Good God, Dave. Why is it so easy to take this dude down? It's weird. All right. There's a couple more that I want to watch, and then we're gonna move on because Suit sent me a video about Gen Alpha, teaching Gen Alpha that I have seen. Like I got about 30 seconds into it, and I think I went to bed. But I've seen part of this video, and it is pretty interesting. So we're gonna talk about it. But we're gonna talk about Dave and depression because Dave, dude, if depression had a face, it would be you. Let's see.
This is why it's impossible for me to be depressed.
Because you're completely self-medicated with alcohol at this point. You are fucking trashed, dude. Completely fucking trashed. What's going on, dude, brothers? Thank you for being here. Dave is such a brainlet. He just pisses and moans about the most pointless shit. Yeah, he has nothing to do in his day-to-day. He has nobody to talk to. Honestly, I know I'm gonna regret this. One's in the chat. If I put up on Discord, or if I just had an open stream, who would want to come and actually have a conversation? It doesn't matter what it has to be about. Who would want to just like sit around and fucking bullshit? Doesn't have to be a live stream either. Hearts in the chat for Sydney for being back. Yeah, we got Mr. Widowson, Kian, Lady Starfire. That's 3 at least. So like, yeah, just to hang out. Because like, yeah, Pecan Pie is a 0. 3, 1. I knew it was gonna come down to that, you motherfuckers. But that's the great thing. I can actually do that. And I know what to expect. And I consider you guys friends. Like, we're not gonna be best friends or anything, but like I've never met Kian, or I don't think I've met any of these people in real life, but at the same time, like, I can bullshit with Kian about being a weatherman. I can bullshit with Sydney and be like, hey, yeah, hearts in the chat for Sydney. Underhaven especially. Like, I've been on Underhaven's show. You know what? If it came down to it, if it came down to it, we just like met up and I was just like, oh shit, that's Anna. Hey, what's going on? We could go hang out for a little bit if we both had the fucking time. But Dave can't do that. Dave can't do that for anybody. Oh, sod off. I will stop with the weatherman jokes. To be fair, my job is completely weather dependent at this point. So I need a weatherman in my life. Dave has it in him to be better. It went into his chat I went into his chat yesterday and told him I was upset. He told everyone in chat to send me some good thoughts. Yeah, there you go. Dave has the ability, he just doesn't use it. It's like, dude, just use the tools that are available to you. I can weather the jokes. I am not angry. Well, as long as you can weather the jokes, don't, let me rain on your parade. You're not in my Discord. If Mango's around, I know she's busy cooking. If she can send a link, because I'm a little busy. But yeah, you should be in you should be in my Discord. Who else isn't in my Discord? Dude Brothers should be. Pecan should. I agree with Dave, though. You can't be depressed when you have bread. To be fair, if I had a bunch of French toast in front of me, I probably wouldn't be that depressed, especially right now.
This is the best French toast I have ever cooked in my fucking life.
We gotta get a link. Hold on.
Everyone that had it.
Let me see.
Is wowed beyond measure.
X is in the chat if you doubt that. Invite people. Link. All right. Generate a new link. All right. Copy. Since Mango's not around. Okay, you already got a link. All right, too easy. Yeah. It looks okay. Honestly, this is kind of the kind of French toast I would expect at like a breakfast buffet or something. Like if I was staying at if I was staying at like a nice hotel or something and I came down, they had French toast. This is what I would expect. But let me just refresh this real quick.
This is why it's impossible for me to be depressed. This is the best French toast I have ever cooked in my fucking life. Everyone that had it is wowed beyond measure.
Dude, you're fucking trashed.
This is all it takes. And this is all it should take for you. Find something you're passionate about that you can share with other people.
Not necessarily burnt, but a little crispy.
And making the best French toast ever, which, by the way, you will be able to find on Dave's Cooking Show.
Also, no, don't make Dave's French toast. Honestly, it's probably going to turn out like shit. Not because you're a bad cook, but because Dave is a bad cook. But depression is not about. It's not about, just, I feel sad. It's literally a problem with your brain. Like there are times when I am depressed and I still make food and I do everything that I can to make sure that the people around me are doing better. And when other people are doing good, when other people are feeling better, that does help me. But it's not a cure for my depression. I still want to go and fucking sleep. I still want to, be alone. I still want to try and do everything to get out of my own fucking head. That's depression. That's how depression works. Dave, I don't think you've ever experienced real depression. I've experienced depression to the point that it physically hurt. I was experiencing physical pain from my depression. And I wouldn't even wish that shit on you. Unless I could do it unless I had could snap my fingers and have it happen for a day. And then snap my fingers and be like, you're never going to experience that again. Because it is the worst fucking feeling in the world to be physically in pain because your depression is so bad. Everyone who had it loved it, but bro, the plate is full. It's still right there in front of you. Facts. There you go. Attention to detail, folks. Dave fundamentally misunderstands depression. Of course he does. He fundamentally misunderstands damn near everything. And yeah, you guys can make me eat some weird shit. Right now, all I've got is some hot and spicy Vienna sausages and Snow's minced clams in clam juice. Not a sponsor. I have to say that. Might try some one day. I hate trying new things. You got to try new things all the time. Always just dive into it. Try it. Like if somebody says, "Oh, you should try this," all you have to do is take a bite. You don't have to eat the whole meal. I guess that's a good analogy. What's going on, Hooves? Hi, Lizard. Hi, Lizard. Sorry, my puberty hit in. Dave misunderstands life. Dave misunderstands 99% of everything that he tries to talk about.
Will make depression impossible for you. I'm going to be able to ride this high for 3 fucking days.
I ain't eating 3-day-old French toast. Fuck no. That's Dave's integrity as a cook. Done. Hey, what's going on, Just Droido? There is a link to the Discord up in the chat. Mango posted it, so if anybody wants to jump in the Discord, the only rules for the Discord are don't start shit with anybody. If you start shit with somebody, take it to the fucking DMs. I'm gonna give you the warning now, because if I have to kick you out because you're starting shit over something somebody said and you can't take it to the DMs, I don't want it there. I have the notifications on. I don't want a million notifications about, y'all going back and forth. And that goes for every single person, Mango included. But Mango never does that. Well, don't do it in my Discord and we won't have a problem. Facts. We got 23 beautiful people in the in the viewing right now, so go ahead, hit that like button. That was a big shake. That was 2 big shakes. What do you got going on? Are you all riled up? Are those other dogs outside pooping in their own yard? Yeah, you need a bath. We got to give you a bath. All right. All right. Dave's kind of getting on my nerves, but I want to do one more. Maybe we'll do one more. I think I already did the Hey Dr. Fauci. You know what? We'll watch this one and then we'll go into the Gen Alpha thing.
Well, don't worry. I still have a few shorts for you, but after I had to reset the modem, trust me, I'll be dealing with this problem after the first of the year. I decided to screw it and start shooting episodes of Dave's Cooking Show. Here are some island cookies in the making. Well,
not one part of that paragraph made any sense. There was not a single point in that dialogue that made any sense. You had to reset your modem so you couldn't do shorts. You know what happens if my internet goes out? I just use the data on my phone. Is it a little slower? Yeah. But what? All of this is shot on your phone, dude. It's better than your computer, because, at least in that aspect, because on your computer you have to rely on the internet. On your phone you can rely on the data. That made absolutely no fucking sense, dude.
Don't worry, I still have a few shorts for you, but after I had to reset the modem, trust me, I'll be dealing with this problem after the first of the year. I decided to screw it and start shooting.
Who saves? Can you even save videos on a modem? Anybody? Am I just not that internet savvy? I don't think the island cookies ever became a thing. LOL. No. LOL, no. Since when does a phone have a modem? Yeah, like none of that made fucking sense, dude. Boomer Dave. Yeah, no, Dave, just admit that you fucked up. A modem only modulates and demodulates a signal. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. I don't know what he's talking about. Did you have to? Are you talking about like resetting your computer? Like, I mean, with SSDs, you don't have to defragment. Did you just forget to save them? Did you fuck them up? Did you like delete a bunch of shit you thought you didn't need and you were supposed to need that? I'm really confused about this, Dave. None of this makes sense. I'm gonna add a comment. All right. Since we okay. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna have to. Oh, dang. All right, I'm gonna have to present. Stop screen. Stop that screen. We're gonna present. Share screen. Entire screen. Oh wait, can I do window? Share. All right, let me know. I've never shared the window, so let me know if this actually. Let me know if it has audio. All right, if it doesn't have audio, I'll just share the entire screen. It's fine. But at least if somebody gives me a thumbs up, I'll be good. Dave learning what a urethra is. Dave still doesn't consider Puerto Ricans American. No audio? Okay. That's fine. Too easy. Stop screen, present, share screen, entire screen, this one, share system audio. There we go. Go back.
Young
play.
Gen Z teachers are talking about the poor behavior of Gen Alpha students.
Hey, what's going on,
Some of
Brainless?
y'all are finally.
Hopefully there's still, hopefully there's audio. I don't know. Let me know. Jake thinks he's just drunk all the time. He is drunk all of the time. Like drunk. Not like functional alcoholic drunk. Let me know if there's audio. Okay, I hear it. Tony Yato, wonder how my Puerto Rican grandpa served in the U.S. Army. Ooh, you know what? Even if you are not a United States citizen, you can still join the United States military under the conditions that you are doing it for your citizenship. So you can still serve in the U.S. military if you are not a U.S. citizen, but there's certain conditions you have to meet. And a lot of that, it's pretty goddamn open. The U.S. military is actually pretty open. However, space, I have served with far more Puerto Ricans than I have ever met in my hometown. So there you go. Yeah, it's really not that difficult of a concept. But let's let old girl talk. Let's see what she's got to say. It's about a 6-minute video.
Gen Z teachers are talking about the poor behavior of Gen Alpha students, and some of y'all are finally starting to believe us when it comes to how much we've missed the mark on raising
he's a
these
U.S.
kids
citizen.
right. Because I have gray in my hair and I'm 36 years old, people tend to tune me out as soon as I open my mouth when
Dave
I start
doesn't
talking
understand
about
that
these
because
issues we're seeing in the classroom with
he doesn't
our kids
understand
these days.
that
So
brown
before I
people
go
can
on,
also
why
be
don't
Americans.
we review some of the evidence from some of the other creators on this app who might be a little bit more of a relatable age.
This is my folder of crying teachers, and they are confused and frightened by the behavior of Gen Alpha. They're saying Gen Alpha is defiant, aggressive, disrespectful, and rude.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things.
That happened like all the time when I was in school. It's not very different from my school experience. People throwing shit at each other. I'm a millennial. What? What's up, BGTV? I mean, we threw things at each other. Yeah. You know, fucking like wrestling matches. We would do the thing like, hey, hey, it's the skinny kid. Can we throw him in a locker? I think I actually got pushed into a locker to see if I could fit. And then my friends just like closed it on me. I was like, dude, I don't know how to get out. They're like, what's your combination? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't keep my locker. I keep my locker open. I think that happened a few times when I was in middle school to multiple people. Gen Alpha, is it the Sephora kids? This is I don't even know. Mango would know what. Yeah, used to have fist fights and punch teachers. Like, I think the biggest issue that ever came up is if somebody hit a teacher or like assaulted a teacher, everybody would be on that motherfucker like instantly. It doesn't matter if the teacher was that shitty of a person. I mean, if they were the really shitty teacher, yeah, we probably wouldn't give a shit. But if that teacher was just like, get the fuck out of my classroom and someone pushed them over, yeah, you would probably get your fucking ass handed to you. Like, no, what? This happens all the time. Are these teachers just not prepared for that? Like, you're not going to get kids to sit down and shut up all the time. A lot of times, I couldn't get my soldiers to sit down and shut the fuck up. Like, it was a task. And there's been a few times where Sergeant Grace had to come out, and they learned really quick that they don't want to have to fucking deal with that. Like, I never remembered my combination. They didn't give us enough time in between class to actually go to the locker when I was in school. They cut it down because some people used it for non-lockering. Yeah. There's always the good idea fairy coming along. Oh, we got to cut that time down. Kid should be running to class. It's like, dude, I just want to. This is like the 2 minutes that I get to go see my fucking friends throughout the day until the end of the school day, and then I got sports, or I got band, or I got I got to go take care of my mom or my grandma or something. So let them do their goddamn thing. Damn, what's going on, Tony Izzo? Nice to have you here. Oh yeah. Oldest members are 11 to 12 years old. Okay, so we're talking. Let's talk 6 to 12, I guess. Yeah, like kids aren't always going to obey what the fuck you
That
obey
other
your
people,
orders.
other classmates.
They have minds of their own.
Their spot. I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but these kids are. I'm gonna just say this: I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level.
I'm a middle school teacher. I'm also 22 years old. And I will tell you, by far, we are doomed. Like, these kids do not care. Like, I have kids, all they want to do all day long is get high. Like,
I need to ask.
Okay, that might be a little bit more specific. If all they want to do is go ahead and get high when they're in middle school, you might have a problem in your area, but because when I was in middle school, we weren't thinking about drugs and weed and everything. When it got to high school, yeah, that's what we were talking about. We were like, oh, yeah, where's the party this weekend? Like, let's go get fucked up. But I feel for these teachers because these teachers are not paid enough to deal with this and all of the bullshit that comes with being a teacher. They need to be paid more. I genuinely feel that these teachers should be paid more to deal with things that are going on. And especially when the parents are shit. If the parents are shit and the kids are just reflecting those parents and they're not going to get any discipline at home for, X, Y, or Z, then it all falls down on the teacher and they have no real power because they have to just say, hey, your child is not performing well, your child's not doing this, and the teacher loses their fucking mind. I work security at in East Cleveland, Shaw High School. One of the parents at one time, she got out of the car because her daughter got into a fight, and she came after my supervisor, Sergeant King. She went after her, and they got like physical with each other, and this woman bit my fucking supervisor, and then she got thrown to the fucking ground, and we handcuffed her and took her into the office. Imagine that. A parent, her daughter is so fucking pissed off and tried to get into a fight that she couldn't just put her foot on the gas pedal and drive away, that she got out and tried to fight a bunch of teenagers. And by teenagers, I mean like 14 to 17-year-old people. Yeah. If you got to deal with that and you ain't getting paid enough, you're going to be goddamn exhausted every single day. But you know what those teachers did every single day? They showed up to work. They showed up to do their job. They should be commended for that. Yeah, middle school is really annoying. School security got handcuffs. Yeah, we had handcuffs. I was an armed security guard, so I was a little bit like higher. I guess higher on the tier because we had to transport money. So every week we would transport money, and we would have to go, from here to there to the bank and everything. It wasn't a very good area. So we had to be able to like defend ourselves and of course defend the money because, whatever. And yeah, we did have handcuffs, but that was like a last resort because I don't think I ever put handcuffs on a student. We did handcuff that one woman. It was typically the school resource officer that would be there to handcuff them because they were an actual police officer. So we were there actually just to like supplement that. School security being a thing blows my mind. Yeah, dude, I have seen a lot of fucking fights. Like one of the first days that I was there was a huge fight, and these kids just got into it because what they'll do is they'll get into a fight and they know they're going to get their hits in. They're going to go to the office, they're going to get suspended, and then they can just have their clout for, however long. And that's it. They're not going to get arrested, nothing really is going to come of it, but that's what they like to do. And you can't rely. That's one more thing you want to put on teachers, especially teachers like who are older, in their 40s and something. But when you have, some 20 something, 30-something-year-old security guards, yeah, who can actually like break up a fight or actually know how to talk to these kids to be able to break them up and be like, you don't have to do that. You know, one of the worst things I ever had to do as security was like, I worked in an elementary school and we had some kid that was having behavioral health issues, and they called security because the teacher couldn't leave the room and nobody else was available. So I had to go in my full garb, in a second chance vest with a badge and a gun and my whole duty belt, and actually take this kid over to the office so that their parent could pick them up. And you can only imagine how terrified that kid was. And I can't just like lift this kid up. I was doing my best to be like, hey, it's okay. You're having an issue. You know, what's going on? I talked to the teacher first, obviously. And I was just like, hey, we need to make sure that, you know, they're okay. So we went, you know, down the hall and we're like, oh, it's okay. And just mom's on the way. We're going to get everything settled. And I felt bad about that for fucking weeks, because this shouldn't be my place. Shouldn't have to come in there looking like a fucking cop to, you know, take this kid out. She had behavioral health issues. So, you know, it affects everybody. And the teachers they're not prepared for that. They're not, they don't have the personnel for that. They don't have the resources for that. And they're not paid enough to deal with that all the time, especially when they have, you know, 35 kids and one of them starts acting up. How are they supposed to take care of 34 other kids and this one that's, you know, the center of attention? It's pretty fucking wild. And I can understand the stress that these teachers are going through, but that doesn't absolve the Gen Alpha kids from their actions. And there's a lot missing here as well, because we don't know where these teachers work. We don't know what the economic situation is. We don't know what the overall parental situation is. And I mean that because where I worked, a lot of the kids like lived with their grandparents. A lot of the kids lived in single family homes, whether it be with mom or dad. It didn't really matter. They worked. The parents had to work, and you know, I've seen several times where mom has to come in and mom's in scrubs because they're, you know, a dental assistant, they're a nursing assistant, they're this person, you know, they're just trying to earn a living to make it better for their kids and, you know, have a better life, but they have to leave work and now they don't get paid. And it can be extremely stressful. That's just one more tier of the stress. And it's pretty damn ridiculous. Pedantic, but please correct the spelling in the title for this video. In this video? Which one? Going on in LOP's mind, and in is Gen Alpha really that bad? Yeah. All right, I'll correct it in a second, because otherwise I got to dip out. I appreciate that. Thank you for pointing that out. We had lockdowns in elementary school. We never had lockdowns. We never had active shooter drills, anything like that. Like, things have gone off the fucking rails, but that doesn't take away from the fact that teachers need to be paid more because of the shit that they have to do and then what they have to go through. We had riot windows around the second floor hallway, so that way if a riot happened in the courtyard, the cops could kick out the windows and shoot beanbags at people. That's fucking wild. We never really had that. We did have other folks, like kids that weren't from the school, come up and try and fight, and they immediately got fucking thrown down and thrown out. We did have one instance where a couple of cats came by in a van, just like took pot shots at the school. But me and my supervisor, we actually happened to be in our vehicle, and she didn't realize that I had already pulled out my pistol and I was ready to go. I was literally sitting there like this in the passenger seat of our car, and had some rounds come by us, I had 3 magazines, so I was ready to go. But that was just a one-off instance. We didn't really have a whole hell of a lot of that. But anyway, let's continue. I don't think USA is doomed. However, come space. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do.
Millennials, why are your kids so awful? And more importantly, why do you think it's so funny? Your kids cannot read. They cannot write. They are ill-mannered.
I've been trying to sound the alarm about Gen Alpha students and their poor behavior in their classrooms, as well as their...
I'm not going to lie, the reading and writing thing, yeah, really needs to be addressed. It's not just on the schools, but again, it really comes back down to pay. And you can't just rely on the schools to do everything. Like, if more people have a comfortable living, then they'll be able to spend more time with their kids, because you really can't do much as a single parent. And in a 2-parent household, if both parents are working, then a lot of it's going to come down to like scheduling time. And if nobody's making enough money for you guys to be able to have the time to be with your kids, and that that percentage goes up of people who don't have that time and money, then it's just going to get worse and worse. And with the advent of the internet and everything, you don't have a lot of kids that are just sitting there actually like writing and reading and everything. They have a phone, they have an iPad, and TV and stuff. So it's kind of a downward spiral, but it can be fixed. It's not hopeless. It's also because of janky curriculums where they don't teach phonics. Phonics are important. They primarily do sight words. What are sight words? Because I understand phonics, but not sight words. But the constraints of the system preclude actual progress. Yeah, I totally agree. Minimum wage is the problem. Yeah, if the federal government actually said that, hey, you have to pay a living wage, and they set that living wage as because the minimum wage should be at like something like $25 an hour right now, but it's not. In some places it's like $7.50, and that's not, nobody can live on that. For me, America does need to improve in some ways, but it's amazing to feel comfortable and safe. I agree. I do love my country. I would absolutely 100% die for my country, but there's a lot of things that need to be improved, and that's a whole discussion. It's pay and numbers in classes. Teachers not going to know if little Timmy's having issues among lots of kids, plus welfare. Teachers are mandatory reporters. How will they see alarm bells? I don't know how that ties into welfare, but as far as like teachers, a lot of teachers actually understand like the signs, and they'll mandatory report, but they could be scared because the parents could come down on them, especially if they have the money to be litigious, or if they get irate. Like that one woman that jumped out of her car, they might be a little bit apprehensive. Sight words are words highly used that kids memorize and can recognize on sight, like me, I, you, little, play, they, etc. Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. But phonics, have your kids read. I remember it was, what was it? SSR. It was like silent sustained reading. We had every so often we would have 1 hour where you weren't allowed to do anything else, but you had to have a book in front of you and you had to read something. You had to read something, and the teachers discouraged like comic books and stuff like that. But if you had a book they would be like, okay, just sit there and read. And I think that's something that needs to be, it should be mandatory. You should have to read, because reading books makes you good at things. There you go. And you can see that with like Dip Shitterton. His grammar is really bad because he doesn't understand a lot of the phonics. He doesn't understand, like, okay, here's how sentence structure works. So it comes down to, very lizard brain kind of things, no pun intended. But it comes down to a lot of lizard brain kind of things and just trying to get the point across as opposed to creating a cogent argument. They started doing a thing here with therapy dogs that kids can read to. It's cute as fuck. I've seen America do it with shelter dogs in some places. Yeah, that is a thing, and I think that's fantastic. There's a lot of programs like the some places will have older men come in and they'll be a father figure, or you'll have there was one that was back in the day. I gotta stop talking in a second. You gotta back in the day there was one, and it was just like they have the gentleman. It was like the how to be a gentleman club, and the teacher would show up and teach the kids how to sit up straight, tie a tie, dress well, be that person, be someone who someone else wants to admire. But and yes, being able to do math, because I'm not the best at math by any means. However, I can do math, and if I swear to God, if I see any of my nieces or nephews struggle at math, I'm gonna be like, where does the problem lie?
Literacy
I
problems.
gotta stop talking for a
since May
second.
of last year.
I know this is a
age,
great topic, and I really appreciate you guys, but I gotta fucking stop talking for a second. My throat's getting a little sore.
And how I look every time I make a video about these topics, I'll get people that have never worked with kids or have never spent a day in the classroom as an educator give me lines like, well, you're just old and jaded. If you don't like it and you can't handle it, quit and find another job. Kids have always been like this. Nothing's new in 2023. And then we've got the droves of people that are trying to blame it on
the mother figure
COVID.
kind
They're
of
trying
thing.
to blame it on the lockdown. Us not having any sympathy or empathy for students with special needs, even though I never talk about those types of students. And I'm always talking about general population students and the fact that this is an overarching problem with every single kid.
Oh, the fact that you said general population just makes me think about prison. Maybe that's my own little tick there, but yeah, like I understand where she's coming from, but let's not let's not put Gen Pop in the vernacular of talking about kids in school.
Even the high achievers, even the ones that don't need IEPs, even the ones that are highly socialized and have a lot of resources coming from home. Teachers that have been in this for
I didn't learn long division until my second semester in college.
For 1, 2, 3 years are seeing it, and they are talking about it. Teachers that are veterans,
I can
like
divide.
me,
I can do a lot of shit
for over a decade,
just off the top
or
of my head,
3,
but it's
or
mostly
nearing
just
retirement,
estimates.
are also saying the same thing. Your children are missing the mark on discipline. They're missing the mark on education standards. They're missing the mark on literacy. They're missing the mark on socialization. We can blame it on COVID. We can blame it on iPads raising our kids. We can blame it on the fact that kids don't socialize with each other enough. We can blame it on the economy and the fact that parents don't have time to help their kids learn how to read, or don't have time to take their kids to the park anymore. We can blame it on all of those things, or we can blame it on none of those things. But it sounds like we're starting to get into a consensus here amongst educators that we have a real problem. And some of y'all need to stop making excuses. You're just blaming the kids.
Honestly, I think she just hit everything that I said very quickly, because if you're just blaming the kids, if you want to say that the educators are blaming the kids, no, there's a multitude of factors, And this kind of goes back into what we were talking about with Dave, where he doesn't understand that there's a nuance to a lot of things. There can be more than one problem at once that causes the main issue. So if we don't address all of the problems, we're not going to fix the main issue. And you have to address all of them. And if you only address one, or you only put your focus on one, or your focus is misguided, then the problem is going to persist.
You're just so mean. No, we are not. The problem is that we have this generation of parents that doesn't want to take accountability for not doing what they need to do to raise kids that are self-sufficient, that are socialized.
Where can kids go to socialize that doesn't cost money or require parents tracking all of their moves? Easy, Hyun. The library. The fucking library. Because I think there's like more libraries than churches in the US, which is kind of astounding. But we used to go to the library. They would have a separate room for kids so that we could be a little bit louder and like do Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh and all that shit. Go to the fucking library. Go to the park. Go to the metro parks. Like there's so many fucking places. There's youth centers all over the place. And this is just Cleveland Heights. That's where I grew up. So your experience may differ, but there's plenty of places to go. And I think the biggest issue is that, kids, when you go somewhere, you should tell your parents, hey, after school, just send them. Now you can do it. You literally just be like, I'm going to hang out with Jimmy or, Deshaun or, Jenny or whoever the fuck. We're going to go hang out at this place. This is where we're going to be. And all I have to do is be like, okay, tell me if you move somewhere else. That's it. Like, it's really not that difficult if you're in, say, the situation that you can do that. But there are a lot of kids that are homeless and, need food and, don't have the resources to do that. They don't have the place to go, but there's plenty of places to go. You don't have to worry constantly about, kids being abducted and, murdered and run over and all this shit. And a lot of that worry comes from the fact that we see all of the violence all of the time because we have the internet. We have such easy communication to everything, but violence has gone down. Like, is there a chance that a child could be abducted? Of course. Is there a chance your child could fall down a hill and hit their head on a rock and be dead in the river and their friends just left because they didn't know what to do? Yeah, but I dealt with that my entire fucking life because we were doing dumb shit all the fucking time. Kids are going to be kids. Let them be kids. Let them go out and socialize. They don't have to go to, they don't have to fucking go to a specific place. But you know what? If they want to go out to the ravine and throw rocks at a fucking, 40 ounce, some crackhead left there to try and break it, let them fucking go and do it. As long as they don't cut themselves on the glass trying to pick it up. The skate park? Exactly. Yeah, the library requires an adult to be present with children because kidnappers and shit. Depends on the library. A lot of the time for us at the Cleveland Heights Library, if you were like 13 and under, you could only go to a certain part of the library. If you were like 13 and over, you could only go to a certain part of the library. If you were, I think it was like 17 and older, then they had like more rooms and stuff, and you could actually go across and like hang out at the other section, because I think the reasoning behind it was both because of the like kidnappers and stuff like that to have accountability. That's what I'm trying to say. And as well as like not disturbing the people that are trying to do like college work and whatnot. Like the silent rooms that you have, the private rooms. But yeah, you can always go to the library and be like, hey, and I just want to hang out here. Most people that work at the library are just going to be like, okay, cool. And if you're not a shit ass throwing books all over the fucking place or being a dickhole, then yeah, you're not going to get kicked out of the library. So, and that comes down to the discipline thing. Like, teach your kids some fucking discipline. That's one thing I actually do like about the fucking South is yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Because everybody that I knew that grew up in the South said yes, sir, yes, ma'am, all the time. And that's something that I picked up in the Army was yes, sir, yes, ma'am. You know, like it's just a simple thing. Hopefully the disabled were able to go to the 13 and under sections to find things developmentally able for them. Maybe. But we're talking like damn near 20 years ago when I'm talking about like the library. So things have changed. I just don't know how. Everything seems worse now because we know about it. Yes, facts. Because I can look up combat footage immediately. Just can't show it here. Yeah, things seem a lot worse, but honestly, they're exactly the same as they have been for thousands of years.
And no, it's not the kid's fault. And why does it seem like teachers are the only
We did a
ones
lot
that
of
are
driving
talking
around.
about it? The people
We
that are
didn't go to the
talking about it are the
library.
ones that work with the
Hold
kids.
on. We didn't go to the library. Once my best friend got his permit, we were required to do anything except conform to curfew. So we did a lot of driving around and exploring. Yeah, we all the fucking time just drive around. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Let's go fucking throw some rocks at some stuff. As long as you weren't breaking shit, nobody really gave a fuck. Like, that was about it. Let kids be kids. Kids they have to explore the world. They have to understand a lot of things. Like, go out into fucking nature. Take them to a damn park and be like, yeah, you can go to the park anytime you fucking want. Just be careful. You know, if somebody says, oh, you know, your mom and dad is in trouble, just say, no, they're not, and walk the fuck away. I'm going to be fine. I don't fucking know you. Get the hell out of here.
And not the ones that are raising
Stranger
the kids.
danger.
Gen Alpha have been raised to believe that they are grown folks, that they can speak to whoever they want, however they want, that violence is the answer. Gen Alpha students are raised in a world that tells them that it's okay to be as nihilistic and individualistic as possible, that they don't have to care about anything or anyone, that they can speak.
I don't necessarily agree with that. But yeah, like one of my nieces she's a little shit, but I think what she misses a lot is the fact that she's never really met someone as quick-witted as she is, because she is pretty smart. But every time I get to talk to her and she tries to be quick-witted with me, I'm immediately just a little bit quicker than her, which she's 10, so it's not that fucking hard. But you know, a lot of these kids want to be individualistic. Let them be an individual. Let them be them fucking selves. They don't have to conform to authority. They don't have to. Should they? At certain points, yeah. Like they should be respectful of the authority. Like, hey guys, let's calm down. We got a class to do. All right, cool. And that's something that I ran into when I was I've told this story a million fucking times. There was this one kid, he would never go to class. You know, he had his own problems, he had his own personal problems or whatever. And I went up and I talked to him and I was like, hey man, look, because there was this big like window pane bridge that went from the main school down into like the cafeteria and everything. And I told him, I was like, look, dude, I don't care where you go. I don't give a shit if you're in the if you're in the stairwell, I don't care if you're in a classroom, I don't care if you go to the office, just stay away from the window. Can we do that? Is that cool? You can listen to your music, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You know, I know you're not a problem. Just don't be in front of this window. Can we do that? And you know what he said? All right, yeah, cool. Got up. And he went to the fucking stairwell. I saw him like 10 minutes later, just chilling in the stairwell. I was like, what's up, dude? And just walked right by him. I knew he wasn't going to go to class. I knew if I yelled at him, if I fucking, you know, it was forceful with him, he wasn't going to do what I wanted to do. But I talked to him like he was a human fucking being. And he did exactly what needed to be done. So if you talk to these kids are really fucking intelligent. If you just talk to them like they're human beings, it's a lot easier. But that's really hard to do when you're underpaid and overworked, and that's the same thing that the parents are dealing with, so they can't actually instill any kind of discipline into their kids, especially when they're way more underpaid and they're way more overworked and struggling with whatever the hell else they have to fucking deal with. It's really not that fucking difficult. That is because he felt respect. Yeah, I gave him the respect of being a fucking human being. Like, damn, dude, just treat people like fucking humans, and you will get a whole hell of a lot more out of that person. Did I expect him to tell me who got into what fight? No. Did I expect him to just go to his class? No. Did I expect him to not fight? No. But you know what? I expected him to stay out of that fucking window so that the higher ups didn't come down on me saying, hey, there's a bunch of kids sitting in the fucking window. That's it. That's all I fucking cared about. And he understood that.
To anybody, however they want to speak to them, even though they're only 10, 11, or 12 years old. Most importantly, they are being conditioned to believe that they are immune to consequences, that there are no consequences to their poor behavior.
I totally disagree. It's just harder to instill a lot of consequences for some of these kids. Simply because the parents are tired. What she just said is mainly the rich kids. I would say, did she say it was about the rich kids? Let me go back a little bit.
12 years old. Most important.
Because I can understand if it's like the rich kids, yeah. Because we had rich kids that came to my high school, and we always fucking hated them because they just were completely immune to consequences. Their parents didn't give a fucking shit.
Certainly, they are being conditioned to believe that they are immune to consequences, that there are no consequences to their poor behavior, to their rudeness, to their lack of care in completing tasks and doing well in school. They just don't care. Is this us demonizing kids for fun? No, it's not. The people that are talking about this are genuinely concerned. We are frightened for these kids. And if you're sitting back saying, oh my God, poor babies, like, I wish you would just quit talking about them because you're just being mean and it's not even helpful because kids are just kids, you are doing them absolutely a disservice to their future. This is not just an old people
complaint. Yeah, I actually totally agree with her. You are doing a disservice for everything she just said. Absolutely. If you're not teaching your kids the right way to go about life, then you're doing them a disservice. And it's if you teach them just general things like show respect, treat others how you want to be treated, you know, get through school. That's one thing that, going back to my work as the security guard, there were some seniors there that were just like, they would get frustrated and all kinds of shit. And they'd be like, man, this is fucking bullshit. And I'm like, I was just like, look, dude, you have 4 months until you can graduate with a high school diploma and go do whatever the fuck you want. All you have to do is wait 4 months and let that motherfucker suffer. Let them suffer. Let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's not on you, because you know what's going to happen. If you don't graduate, they're going to win. And they're like, damn, dude, that's a pretty good point. It's like, you graduate, you do what you need to do, and you get the fuck out of here, and then you don't have to deal with it. High school does not fucking matter. It seems like it does, but you know what? High school doesn't fucking matter. The one motherfucker that we all know that always talks about, oh, back in high school, Jason Kelsey. The one motherfucker that always talks about, like, back in high school, nobody gives a fuck. Who cares? I'm a 34-year-old combat veteran. Motherfucker, I've been to war. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about most things. Who cares what you did in high school? It's fucking laughable. You got to teach your kids about fuck around and find out. I 100% agree, Brainless. 100%. You fuck around, you find out. You know how I learned a lot of my lessons? I fucked around and I found out. And you know what? I ain't done doing it. Because I may not be, I may not be the oldest person, but I'm a lot smarter than I was, I don't know, a year ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, for fucking sure.
About young people problem anymore. Young people in Generation Z,
depending.
Young teachers who are seeing the same thing I'm seeing with my 2 eyeballs are talking about the same thing. You can call it an old folks complaining about young folks thing. Why are you demonizing millennial parents? Why are you demonizing Gen Alpha kids? Or you can step back and look at it from our perspective and say, gee, I wonder why there's so many people talking about the same thing. I wonder why there's so many teachers that are concerned about the same thing. We cannot even begin to talk about solutions until we admit there's a problem. Most of you whom are parents, because y'all are the ones that matter, I don't even care about the ones who are just trolls and are sitting back saying, school doesn't matter, yap, 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 mayor of Yapville, who cares? I don't care about you either. I'm talking to parents. If you are not ready to admit that there's a problem here.
Okay. What I should say on what she just said. School doesn't matter. School does matter. Go to school. It's really important for your education, for forming your mind a lot. The social hierarchy of school does not matter. In the grand scheme of things, it does not matter at all. No. It's not going to matter to you. Should you know how to do math? Yes. Should you know how to read? Yes. Should you know how to write? Yes. Should you understand the scientific method? Absolutely. Should you learn some experiences in school? 100%. Should you give a fuck about the social hierarchy of school once you graduate? Absolutely the fuck not. It matters nowhere in society at all. Unless you let it. Because if you're fucking, I don't know, if your high school bully comes to you and starts fucking with you when you're like 25 years old, you know the best thing that you can do is laugh in their goddamn face and walk away. Because they have no power over you. It's really the simplest fucking thing. I like school. Well, secondary school. Is that what we would call middle school or high school? I don't know. And I was a loser. I was also a loser. I got thrown down the stairs, and my brother found out about it, and the first thing that he said was, well, I guess we're going to have to go kick somebody's ass. And well, that dude ran, and I think it was the football team, the baseball team, the soccer team, kind of all mixed in together a little bit. They all got together and were essentially just roaming the halls waiting to find this dude so they could beat the shit out of him because they fucked with me, but they knew my brother, which was nice. But at the same time, I didn't really give a shit. I just got pulled down the stairs and kicked in the face because that dude was a bitch. How do I know he was a bitch? He unalived himself.
We cannot get anywhere near even talking about the solutions. We cannot raise a generation of kids that are this tuned out, that are this rude, that are this violent to each other, to adults,
that makes a lot
people
more
younger
sense.
than them. We just can't do it.
Yeah, what we really need to do is take the stress off of teachers and administration, and as well as taking the stress off of parents by fucking paying people what they're worth. Seriously, the main reason why I guess you could say, for lack of a better term, discipline has gone down and these kids are getting like jaded and everything. It has nothing to do with the internet. It has nothing to do with the iPads. It has everything to do with the fact that the parents and the teachers aren't getting fucking paid enough. They're just not getting paid enough. So they can't actually spend the time that they need with the kids. Like, yeah, is it cool that the kids run off to the ravine and throw fucking glass bottles into the river? Fuck, let them fucking do it. They're kids. They're gonna fucking do that shit. Doesn't matter. But wouldn't it be better if when they got home that the parents were like, hey, do you guys want to, I don't know, let's stream a movie. Let's do something like that. Let's hang out for a little bit. Oh, what did you do today? Oh, well, I took a bunch of fucking glass bottles that we found. We threw them in the fucking river and broke them. Cool. All right, yeah. I used to do that when I was a kid. Yeah. This one time we found a bunch of deer bones and we just like smashed them against a rock for some reason. I don't know. It was cool. We had they broke and they got really sharp, so we had a sword fight. At one point, we just started like old fucking Billy there. He got cut pretty bad. And we were all so scared. And then you can share those experiences instead of just like coming home and sitting down like, oh God, my body is broken. I'm fucking exhausted. Hey, Dad, where's Mom? She's working the night shift. But I thought she was going to be home. Yeah, but she had to pick up an extra shift so we can, do what we need to do. It's all good. Don't worry. Hey, here. Come on, let's watch some Simpsons. Let's watch some Letterkenny. Shit like that. Wouldn't that be more dystopian than just, hey, can we spend some fucking time together? That's kind of why I love having no kids, because when it comes to my nieces and nephews, I'm the fireworks uncle. I go out and I buy a bunch of fireworks. I'm like, okay, we're having a barbecue. I'm gonna light off a bunch of fireworks. Blam! We have some fun, and it's pretty fucking dope. Not gonna lie. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Stop screen, present, share screen, hashtag media professional. Oh. Do that, share. Now it's time for quartering countdown. Do. And if anybody has a problem with it, here's what I have to say.
I'm gonna scream as top as I loud
that you better enjoy some quartering countdown. Otherwise, I'll turn the volume up on that one. That's really loud. I really need to I really need to change that. And since Anna's here, really?
What'd you say about Minecraft?
There you go. Welcome. Hey, Jake Jonas. Long time no see. The Courtney is absolutely a Nazi now. I don't know when he officially became a Nazi sympathizer, but he is deaf there. I haven't watched The Quartering in a very long time. I haven't given a shit about him in a very fucking long time. So, yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Minecraft and dildos? Nice. All right, so we're gonna go for the woke trifecta. We're gonna go after the first three videos because they're all within 11 to 12 minutes, and I'm gonna let you guys choose 1, 2, or 3. So 1 for hilarious backfire, 2 for woke ESPN, and 3 for woke bloodbath. Just the top 3 right here. And we'll see. Once we start the game, here's how it goes. You put down how long it's going to take me to just get frustrated and bored with this video. Whatever you choose. We got 2s, we got 3s. The Quartering is sponsored by a white supremacist publication content. I feel like I've heard that before. I just don't give a shit about the guy, so I can't. All these thumbnails look the same. Yeah, you have experience in that, don't you, Anna? Hold on, just Troido. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the latrine, but let me see if I have something cool for you guys. Where do I have something to play? I wish I... there we go. All right, I do need to use the latrine very quickly. So I'm going to put this up real quick. And I will be right back. I apologize. Window, entire screen. There we go. Screen 1, share system audio. There we go. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, play it. All right. Sorry about that. I had to go for the last like 30 minutes, so I just didn't want to pee myself. And yeah, everybody check out LED Human Being on YouTube. She does great music. There's a there's a decent amount. Yeah. I was holding that in. I really had to fucking go. So, you know, hydrostatic flow and all that. Indubitably, why do I say this man's thumbnail quality is less than subpar? I don't know. Speaking from experience. All right, what do we got? We got 2s, 3s, 2s. I'm thinking we're gonna have to do number 2. Next vote has it. Next vote has it. Next vote has it. Ooh, Brainless with the quickness. We're going for number 3. Don't fuck this up, Brainless. Brainless also gave me the this sweet ass fucking picture, which I constantly use. But don't fuck this up, Brainless. Keep it going. To be fair, we'll watch number 2 next.
You've done a hell of a lousy job. I'm sorry. You're fired. Get out of here.
What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quarter.
What in the actual fuck, Jeremy? Does anybody understand what that means? Oh, what the Wick? Woke Pixar collapses. 30% of staff set to be fired after woke trash fails at box office. How much woke can you put into one title, motherfucker? All right, well, let's see.
Ordering and oh, how the table turns have turned. Wait, I didn't get that right.
No, you didn't. How the turntables are turning, I think it is. I don't even watch The Office, and I got that more right than you fucking loser.
What's the quote? It doesn't matter. How the turntables have turned. No, I don't know. Whatever. Looks like all that woke ESG money seems to be drying up as there's been
the quarter poundering. The quartering is most known for getting drunk and pissing on his basement floor. No joke. Yep, 100%. I remember. I was around for that. That's around the time we started quartering countdown. All right, so I forgot to start the game, by the way. So we're 34 seconds in, and I'm already kind of pissed off. So we're at 34 seconds in. Also, troll along. I'm not going to talk about negs for reasons. And no, it has nothing to do with me being scared of him, yada, yada, yada. Whatever. Anyway, so we're at 34 seconds in. Wait, 3 minutes and 34 seconds? No, it's 34 seconds. It's 34 seconds. We're at 34 seconds in. Oh, are you saying 3 minutes and God damn it. All right. So here's how quartering countdown works. We're at 34 seconds in. Consider this the point of 0. All right. So Mango is saying that it's going to take me about 3 minutes to get like frustrated or bored with Jeremy. Now, what you have to do is essentially the same thing. So you have to give a timestamp. So if your timestamp is the 6 minute and 47-second mark that I get to, then you would win. It's the closest with going over You can go over. However, you got to get there. All right. So we're at the 34-second mark. Consider that 0. Now, you can be at 4:55. That could be your guess. You can be at 8:23. That could be your guess. The closest one within 10 seconds gets 15,000 internet points. 401.5. 1 minute, 38 seconds. I said 1 minute, 30 seconds. Wait. Oh, okay. You and Jake Jonas looked like it almost had the same avatar. Well, 1 minute, 30 seconds. We got 1 minute, 38 seconds. We got 401.5. We're not doing halves, brainless. We're just 401 or 402. Giving Vegas attention isn't worth the oxygen. It's really not, but I have other reasons. So, see, so Mango, please write these down because I don't have my whiteboard next to me. So, I could go actually. Oh, that is my. Aha. Do I have a marker though? I haven't used my whiteboard and marker in a long time. There we go. All right. What do we got? What do we got? So we're at the. Yeah, we got 3:46 for Mango. We've got 1:38. DQ. I almost put a K. 4:01 for Brainless. Stang Doll has 5:10. Hyun has 3:59. 3:59. B. Suffering make it 0. I did. Okay. Bill Portley has 4:20. Okay. Sorry, it's a little under my tool bag. So these are the scores. This is what you gotta. This is where we're going. All right. Remind you, we're starting at the 34-second mark. Let's do this. Oh God, I can't. Oh Jesus, all of you lost. No, I'm kidding.
Corporations like Google, Discord, Twitch, which recently admitted it's not even making money, which is mind-blowing to me. Disney.
Wait, Twitter like never made money. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Twitter never made money. Like they lost money almost the entire time that they existed. I don't think they even make money now. And Discord is doing fine. Twitch is doing fine. Why are you on YouTube? Oh, because it makes money? What?
The list goes on. Facebook. All these companies that, seem to have big ESG.
Fuck Facebook. I hate Facebook. It's the worst. It's the easiest way for boomers to contact you and tell you that you don't know what you're talking about or complain about something. That's about it. I do like the Facebook Messenger because it allows me to stay in contact with people I couldn't stay in contact with, regardless.
and DEI budgets have been hit by massive layoffs. And the latest is Disney and Pixar, after several woke film releases that were
resoundly, I think is the word you're looking for. Phonics. Yeah, Twitter has almost never been profitable. Disney is definitely not going out of business. Pixar is not going to go out of business. And I'm glad Jeremy already
rejected by everyday people out there. They have now issued a update that they are rolling out massive layoffs company wide, and it couldn't be happening to a better propaganda company. I mean, that's essentially what they are, because that's all they're interested in. And it seems like a lot of the subsidies and things of that nature that people probably were getting, I don't know, it's just
really. You're the article you're reading from is from Premier Christianity. Gee, I wonder what a Christian publication would have to say about gayness and the LGBTQIA plus community. That's really hard for me to say because I usually just say LGBT community. I'm trying my best. Disney's first gay kiss is the least worrying part of Lightyear. Well, hey, at least they have that. I mean, I never saw the movie. Also, I don't give a shit. It's a fucking movie. It's art. Conservatives do not understand art. Facts. 100%. It's the same thing that I have said a million motherfucking times over. None of these conservatives can actually go outside and enjoy the weather or enjoy nature. They can't go outside and just sit there and understand what they're looking at. Just the beauty of our planet. They can't have a little bit of positive existentialism and be like, yeah, this is amazing. I seem so small compared to this entire planet. And think about it. They can't look at Earthrise, the picture that I showed a couple days ago. They can't look at that and be like, oh, that's beautiful. They have to be like, no, that's fake. Because they have to have something to fucking be mad about. Jesus Christ. It's fucking Twitter. It's not X. Until Elon Musk pays the guy that they stole the Twitter handle of X from, I refuse to call it X. It's fucking Twitter. And you know what's going to happen if he does actually pay them? I'm still going to call it Twitter because X is a stupid fucking name for their bullshit ass platform.
It's completely, it's complete speculation. But it sure seems like a lot of these companies, which we're talking about woke and inclusion and diversity is their strength.
Twitter will especially never make a profit after apartheid. Elon, I like that one. Paid $44 billion for a racist and bigoted space. Yeah, safe space. Excuse me. Yeah, that's all he wanted. He just wanted a place for people to be as shitty as possible, and he fucked it up from the get-go. He didn't understand that, like I said, conservatives don't understand art, which means they don't understand memes, which means they don't understand how to meme. They don't understand how to meme immediately once the rules are gone. Oh, you think what is it? What was it, like Halliburton? Oh, well, I can just make myself Halliburton and I'm gonna or what was it, Northrop Grumman, and I can just go in there and be Northrop Grumman and just tank their stocks, or Sally Mae, or fucking, I don't know, Joe Biden or Donald Trump or whoever the fuck, I can just go ahead and do that. Sure, why the fuck not? What are the consequences? None. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you know what they did? You know what those fine folks did? That. They tanked a shitload of stocks for a very brief moment in time. But everybody that had those stocks shook in their goddamn boots because they don't know who the fuck they're dealing with. It's called the local populace.
Just think about all the layoffs. Facebook laid off like 15,000 people. Google just laid off a bunch of people again yesterday. Twitch just laid off 30% of their staff. Discord just laid off 30% or something of their staff. All these companies that were telling you, to get woke and all this stuff, Disney, Facebook, Instagram, massive layoffs.
Wait, Discord told us to get woke? What? Facebook? I don't know. Disney? Maybe? I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit what Disney does. Just put out some damn non-live action movies. You're about animation. Donald and Mathemagic's Land. That's a good one. Staff layoffs are a very common thing at the start of the fiscal year. Facts. Yes. So, yeah. So we crunched the numbers, and basically everybody that doesn't have seniority, you're going to have to go. And it doesn't really matter if you're high speed or not. You're gone. You can plead. You can plead your case. You can make an appeal, but it's not going to happen
because we've rejected their product. Because they decided to get.
I would say like Twitch, yeah. As far as like woke, but we never got a definition of woke from like the Juice Main. He never actually gave us a real definition. I would say Twitch is more restrictive on what content they want on their platform. But as far as like woke, it doesn't, that's just anything the right doesn't like is woke.
Political. Pixar now facing layoffs amid Disney struggles. Pixar is confirmed to be undergoing layoffs in 2024 with 20% of jobs reportedly at risk. The Disney-owned animation studio told TechCrunch that the staff cuts would be significant over the next few.
Shut up. Maybe eat these Snows, minced clams, and clam juice. Not a sponsor. I am hungry. I'm hungry for these Snows, minced clams, or Vienna sausages. Hot and spicy. Either way, fuck my life. Oopsie.
Few months.
Ah, shit.
The team could drop from 1,300 members to under 1,000. So that's more than 30%, by the way. That's do they know how to do percentages? That's 30% of 1,000 is 300. But if they go from 1,300 to under 1,000, that's more than 30%. However, the studio disputed that the number and said that the final number of cuts will be decided by factors such as production schedules, staff requirements, and future projects. Pixar also said the last one be imagine working for Pixar, right? Imagine working for them. You're trying to go to work every day.
I thank you very much, Brainless. What is the all right? I'll tell you what. I don't have any more of the tamales. I think. Hold on. What is the tamale? $20 for the Vienna sausages. Considering you made me the what you call, I'll eat the Vienna sausages just for you, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, if Jeremy doesn't like it, it's political. If Jeremy likes it, it's not political. Exactly. He's like the definition of just a bad commentator. Like, actually have some principles, dude. I'll tell you what, once I get really fucking annoyed with Jeremy and I switch over to the next video, I'll eat the Vienna sausages just for you. I might actually have to get a different fork because I have a wooden fork. I talked way so much that I think I talked too much.
And now you have this specter over your head about, you know, massive oncoming layoffs. I'm sure that creates a great work environment. You know, Disney, Pixar. Remember the lady? I can't remember if she was from Pixar or Disney. It's all the same company. But she admitted that she had a quote unquote, not at all gay agenda. Remember her saying that? Remember how Lightyear was touted as, oh
so
my God, everyone.
So you hate the gays. That's your point. No, it's not at all a gay agenda. You just don't understand sarcasm. You don't understand what she actually said. You know, we totally have a gay agenda. Oh, yeah. And then you took it literally because you're dumb. You're a dumb asshole. So, Jeremy, here's the thing. Does Disney, Pixar, however you want to classify them as a corporation, do they have an agenda? Absolutely. You know what their agenda is? Making money. That's what they want to fucking do. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to make money because they're a media company that provides media and entertainment to the broadest audience that they can find. And you know what the broadest audience that they can find is? Everyone. Nobody gives a shit how butthurt you get that there's a fucking lesbian kiss in Buzz Lightyear. Was the movie good? I don't fucking know. I never watched it because I didn't want to watch Buzz Lightyear. I don't give a fuck about the movie. I don't care. You get so wrapped around the goddamn axle about your own fucking bullshit because the only thing you have going on in your goddamn life is sitting in your fucking basement trying not to piss in a trash can and talking about how much you hate the gays. Who the fuck should care about you? Seriously, how many fucking 1.5 million subscribers? How many of those 71,000 views are just people shitting on you? You don't matter. You suck in the grand scheme of things. What's the difference between 71,000 and 1.5 million? It's about 1.5 million. I went through this with Dipshitterton. It's the same thing. 106,000 versus 330. About the same. About the same. 0.0009% of people actually watched them who are subscribed. You're dwindling. You suck. And it's because all you want to do is spout off a bunch of hatred. You just want to hate on people because you hate yourself. Good land, dude. Yeah, that totally gay agenda of putting equal representation in the background of shows. Ooh, scary. That's what he's talking about. Background characters. Yeah. God forbid there's representation. I know. You know what? We should make Aladdin more white. Can you imagine what conservative art would look like? How boring that would be. it's just, it's every conceivable function of the mind that Leave It to Beaver could be. It would be god awful. That's why the Daily Wire, that's why Ben Shapiro's movies suck. That's why nobody I know, anybody knows, subscribes to Pure Flix. That's why Kevin Sorbo's movies suck. Because it's the exact same thing every single fucking time. You can't deviate. You can't do anything different. You gotta go down this one fucking path to try and get everybody on your side. And you know what happens? When people watch it, they make fun of it. And then you cry and you whine about how everybody's so woke and nothing is going your way because you're a pussy ass little bitch. Maybe if you changed your fucking mind once in a while and actually looked at the facts about life and the reality around you, you would have more people that would actually give a fuck about you. Because I sure as fuck don't. Which is why I'm at the 3-minute and 29-second mark. And I think Mango won. 346, 140 is 359. Mango, you win this round of quartering countdown. This is god awful. Now, Mr. Jeremy, if you will excuse me, I have these hot and spicy Vienna sausages to eat because someone gave me $10. Ooh. That smells awful. Oh, I need someone to put my... All right. Let's get her going. This is a wooden fork. This should not have. This should not be a thing. It's okay. There's only 7 of them. It's okay. There's only 7 of them. All right. Let's get her done. Thank you, Brainless. God. Oh, I wish I had like a cracker or something. I was hungry before I started this. Not hungry anymore. Oh. It's like a cold hot dog, but worse. All right. I'm just glad these aren't as salty as the last few things that I've eaten. Shut up. It's easier to get down. I only got 3 of them left. Oh, fucking God. Oh. Okay. So the fact that I can literally just poke in and pull one up with a wooden fucking fork is probably the most disturbing part about this. These are not terrible. Yeah, never mind. These are awful. I blame you, Mari. Seriously. No, yeah, I'm not kidding you. It is just a shittier hot dog. This is the hot dogs that they fell on the floor or something. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. The saltiness. I'm actually pretty glad it's not as salty. Boink. Boink. But man alive. Oh wait, we got a little hanger there. Oh, dude. That was like the least bad thing that I've eaten. The mackerel with all of the spines, yeah, 100%. Worst thing that I've fucking eaten, I think. Now, I did throw up from the squid, but that's because I drank all of the oil. It's a really bad idea. This, honestly, like the salt's getting to me, but it's really not that bad. And I will. There's still like a decent amount of like juice in there. I don't know if you guys can see it really. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to save the juice for the next donation. $5 and above, and I'll fucking. Should you not eat that warm? Pretty sure they're cooked. It says Armor hot and spicy sausages. The Vienna sausages are bursting with flavor for people who prefer a little heat. These sausages provide the perfect blend of spicy flavor. Enjoy them as a ready-to-eat snack. Or fuck did you just do? You got 4 legs and you tripped. Sasha, get your shit together. Or add them to your favorite dishes for armor trademark recipes. Visit www.armor-star.com. Armor Vienna sausages, America's favorite. Satisfaction guaranteed. Made in the USA. Refrigerate after opening. I don't know. These are floor hot dogs. They're not from Vienna. Vienna would be mad at me for bringing these into their country. Austria. I had to think about that one for a second. Sorry, the salt is destroying my brain. It's not Viennese enough. Then are you going to run a marathon? Should I run a marathon? How much would you guys pay me to run until I cannot run anymore? Mango told me, she told you that they're from Vienna. These are not from Vienna. These are American. Where are you from? Chicago, Illinois. Oh, dude, the tamales. Those tamales were so dry, and my poop smelled so bad. I swear to God. I'll put in $50 to run. All right. Let me see if I can figure this one out. Let me see if I can. I'll write this down. Because I got to figure out where I can run. I also have to wear out Sasha as well before I go out and just start running somewhere. Do that next month. I'll tell you what. I don't think I can run a marathon, but I can run. How about this? I will run. I know how far a fucking marathon is, Hyun. God damn it. I will put on my boots and I will run for as long as I can through the woods. I'm trying to think of a good woods to run through that has enough cell service for me to be able to like live stream it. Why don't we do that? Why don't I will set up a whole ass stream and everything just for me to do that, because it's getting really goddamn cold and I could absolutely do that. We'll set the stipulations. I will never fucking eat that goddamn ramen bowl in a second, Mari. I apologize for coming after you like that, but no. Nope. You had better give thousands upon thousands of dollars to charity for me to even attempt that shit. Don't even give it to me. Give it to fucking Ukraine or, I don't know, Palestine or the people of Israel or some shit like that. Fuck that. Hell no. You can't give me 10 million woolongs. Get the hell out of here. Wasn't it I thought we were dying after the potted meat nachos? No, there's no way I could do that. Honestly, here's the thing. I don't like, I can't necessarily sprint, but I can run for a long ass fucking time. I have a lot of you got $100,000. Wait, North Korean? No, that's not worth anything. Get out of here. South Korean won. Yeah, sure. I give it to the earthquake. Look, if you spent a few $1,000s giving to the earthquake and sent me the receipt, I would actually go out and I would eat that 100%, without a doubt. If you gave it to the earthquake and gave it to a legitimate cause that could be vetted and everything, 100%, I would sit here and do that. But it's going to be a hefty price. that's a lot of shit. I may not be able to get through the entire thing, but I would at least do the thing, you know? Uh-oh. Oopsie. Did I get a... Oopsie. Oopsie. Oopsie, paloopsie. Who said cheers? I don't know. I still have this hot sauce. And the Snow's minced clams in clam juice. Not a sponsor. So if you guys want to see me eat that, pony up. But yeah, I think I could do that. I could throw on my boots and run for a while. Especially if it's like, because it's going to be super cold next week. I just don't know what I have planned for work next week. If I have a day off, I could probably jam it out. But yeah, I'd be down to do that. Run through the mud. Oopsie. There we go. All right. We're going to go back because I can't stand his bullshit. All right. All right. We'll go for number 2, which was woke ESPN busted. All right, and this one will actually, if it'll load, I gotta respawn.
I don't know about you, but
I know about me. I know about you as well, and you suck, and nobody likes you. So we're gonna start at the 0-second mark. Let's make this running a thing. I'm down for it, but let me actually set it up brainless. Let me try and figure out the intricacies of it. So check my community tabs here in, I don't know, a day or so, and I'll figure it out. Maybe I can do it like after brunch or something, because the weather is going to be shit for quite a while, and I don't think I can take Sasha with me. That's probably like my biggest issue. So plus I do have to do the rest of my laundry and sleep for a ton of probably like a day and a half. R.I.P. my storm door. Pour one out for the homie door. Yeah, pour one out for Mango's storm door. Poor thing. We're about to get hit hard here. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad next week. It's supposed to be, I think, Tuesday. The high is gonna be 18. The low is gonna be 1 Fahrenheit. So, all right. So, what are your guys' guesses? I got this. Let's. All right. Brainless had 321. 2-1. Kian had 330. Who else? Yeah, -1. F wind chill of -10. Fuck that, dude. Dark Queen has 255. Ooh. And Mango has 357. So Mango is leading the board with 15,000 internet points. Now, what you can do with these internet points is you can go to Reddit and you can redeem them in the form of answering an Ask Reddit question for karma. Now, what does that do for you in any other capacity of your life? Let's move on to the video. Everybody has put in their guesses, so thank you all. Hit that like button.
I don't know about you, but I, for one, am shocked that a company that
Someone
is more interested in
Yeah, we're not expecting a snowstorm, just temperatures are going to drop for me, Mari. Probably Slim, he's in the middle of the country, he's in Colorado. They're going to get snow. Wisconsin's going to get snow. A lot of the middle of the country and like the Midwest is going to get a lot of snow. So it's going to be real shit just trying to go outside and do things. And typically what people do around here is when it gets as cold as it normally is and they don't have to work or they're like weather dependent like I am, they essentially just go and like hit up the liquor store and then sit inside and stream something. It's pretty much it.
and pushing a political ideology.
Not gonna lie, Brainless. He's got a lot of cool shit in his background. I am a little jelly about some stuff. Not the Rumble thing, but the Blink 182 and the Atari, the Super Mario, the characters and stuff. Yeah, I can dig that. But the piece of shit that's in front of it, yeah, no.
And simply covering sports, which is in their name, is caught up in a 13-year scam and forced to return 37 Emmy Awards. That's right, ESPN, Aaron Rodgers' wrath, the backfire from poking the bear, getting rid of Aaron Rodgers seems to have reared its ugly head. Now,
I'm not going to lie to you. I have never, at any point in my entire life, given a fuck about ESPN. I don't give a shit. I don't care to watch sports at all. I don't give a fuck who's playing. Yeah, will I root for the home team? Absolutely. Because I like talking shit once in a while. The only time I actually give a shit about watching sports on TV or going to a sports game is if it's hockey. If I'm going to watch it, there better be hockey in the fucking bar where I'm sitting or the restaurant, and I'm going to be pointed right at it. And I'm just going to be like, oh, yeah. Where's it? Oh, dude. I'm going to be like, dude, you fucked up. Because I actually understand the game. I like it. I like to watch it. And it's a lot more fast-paced than fucking, baseball or football or anything. But if I'm going to go somewhere, yeah, you know what? Baseball, football. Hey, I got tickets to a Browns game. Do you want to go? Sure. Why the fuck not? I don't give a shit. That sounds like it'd be fun. It'd be an experience. Hey, got tickets to a Blue Jackets game. Do you want to go? You bet your fucking ass. So I can sit there and start screaming and yelling. And be like, you fucking idiot. You suck. No wonder you're down 13 to fucking 0. But other than that, I just don't care. Who gives a fuck? I don't get people who give a fuck about watching sports. Just go play the sport. Just go and do the thing. Go do it. Go. It can be front yard football. Who cares? But no, you want to bitch and moan, be fucking, Monday morning quarterbacks. No offense, Mango. About every single little thing. Who the fuck cares? It's just a distraction from any of the real shit that's going on. If you want to sit there and talk about like combat footage and analyze that with me, I'm down to do it. Let's fucking do it. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I understand this and that. That's more sports like than me, or it's more sports like to me than actual sports. Like, who gives a shit? Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I love hockey, dude. Let's go Bruins. Bruins apparently kicked the shit out of the Blue Jackets recently. And I have no loyalty to any team. I just want to see some fucking hockey. Mango showed me Shorzy like 6 months ago. And ever since then, I've been like, man, I really should probably just go play some hockey. I should go hit the ice and actually do it. Yeah, NHL all the way. Absolutely. Dude, I love hockey, but I played hockey for like 12 fucking years. So I love it. I have a better understanding than like football or basketball or anything. I don't really give a shit about the Cavs or the Browns or who are now the Guardians, formerly the Indians. I really don't give a shit about that. Like, doesn't matter. I have no loyalty to a sports team because I'm just like, yeah, it's just a sport. It's simulated combat. Oh, let's go Sabres. Yeah, of course. Buffalo being there fucking doing the thing. And, yeah. I've been to Sabres game. It was pretty awesome.
But it couldn't be happening to a more garbage company.
I'm a Bruins fan, but I can watch any game with any teams. Yeah. I don't give a shit. I'm just like, who's playing? Oh, cool. And I look at the bottom of the screen. I'm like, I'm just looking for somebody to fuck up or a fight or something like that. Like, that's awesome. Shout out to PWHL, who just had their inaugural game with a packed stadium. Who's the PWHL? Provincial Women's Hockey League. Is that what I'm saying? Is that right? Is that correct? Because I have no problem. We had women on our hockey team in high school.
Happy to report. I'll leave a like on this video.
Professional Women's Hockey League. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. That's awesome. Yeah, the last time I saw like women playing hockey, there's a vast difference between the women and the men because it's really easy to tell the difference between the upper body strength. It was just like instantly provincial. It's Canadian, you dick. And by Canadian and I mean hockey. Shut up. I didn't know women had a pro hockey league, but that's awesome. I def give a look. Yeah, I'm down. Hey, do you want to go to a PWHL game? I don't give a shit. Somebody time out Hyun. Oh wait, only I can do that. Yeah. How do you like your time out, weather boy? Oh wait, you can't respond. Oh, Jeremy. You're so goddamn boring. We would rather talk about women's hockey than you.
Also, enjoy the downfall.
I don't know if that's saying something, but whatever. I don't give a shit.
Of woke corporations. This comes from Tim Young. Shocker, another woke company was scamming the public. ESPN caught in 13-year scam and forced to return at least 37 Emmy Awards after using fake names to secure awards for ineligible on-air talent. Shows like College Game Day. I mean, I just can't tell you how shocked I am that a company that
not
focuses
confirmed,
on diversity, equity, and inclusion probably gets ESG installment.
So how I'm confused on this. How did they get how are they using fake names to get Emmys?
Payments from people. I
Ooh,
can't
excuse me.
tell you. I can't tell you how shocked I am that they would lie. Of course, all this in the wake of everything going on with their war against truth. They tried to push out a narrative. The right leaning machine tried to push out a narrative that Aaron Rodgers had been fired from Pat McAfee. We know that's not true. We know that Aaron is still on Pat McAfee, and in fact was on it yesterday as a kind of a FU to everyone who was pushing out that false narrative. But let's look at this part first. I think this is just sweet karma. One of ESPN's flagship programs is reportedly under hot water for violating the rules of engagement in a cutthroat world of sports television awards. According to a Thursday morning report from Katie Strang, The Athletic College Game Day has been forced to return 37 Emmys to the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences after investigations revealed that ESPN had submitted bogus names for award consideration, presumably to circumvent the rules governing who can win awards. What's interesting to me is, first of all,
what the fuck does this have to do with anything? So ESPN has been failing for probably 20 years now. I didn't give a shit about it back in the day. I don't give a shit about ESPN now. We have the internet. What does this have to do with anything? So a failing company, a failing corporation failed. What's your point? What's the point? These idiots only support Aaron Rodgers because he's anti-vax. Well, I didn't know Aaron Rodgers was anti-vax, and I honestly don't give a shit who Aaron Rodgers is. If you're anti-vax, you're an asshole. 100%. Vaccines cause adults. There you go.
First of all, let's talk about how pathetic it is that ESPN did this. But secondarily, the organization that picks the winners for Emmys, right?
Secondarily? Is that a word?
Who gives out the Emmys? You did zero research. You didn't bother looking into in any way, shape, or form whether or not these people even existed, and you gave them an award. So they accidentally proved that the Emmy Awards is a joke. This couldn't be better. Accidentally proving that.
Yeah. Hey, dipshit. The Emmys and the Oscars, guess what? You know what they are? A fucking joke. They're stupid. Who the fuck cares? You can damn near buy an Emmy. Like, who gives a fuck about a bunch of rich assholes stroking themselves off for a fucking brass, a goddamn gold-plated piece of shit on a stage in a tuxedo? Who fucking cares? Not me, because I'm actually a regular dude. I don't give a fuck who wins a goddamn Oscar. If somebody that actually deserves the award, like, I had an itch in my nose, like whoever the director of Parasite was, like, dude worked his fucking ass off, and that was his goal. Congratulations. You done it. Who the fuck else cares? I really don't. Nobody should give a shit, because all it is a bunch of rich people jerking each other off about being rich. That's it. Who fucking cares? You do, because you think it matters. It doesn't matter. Dude, it's the same thing as fucking the hierarchy of high school. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't fucking matter. Nobody cares. Nobody cares except these douchebags. And I implore somebody to come after me about oh, what about all of your awards and medals for the Army? I don't give a shit. I have done what I have done. I have earned what I have earned. And you know what? I don't have all of that shit hanging up behind me. I have things that I want and like behind me to show a little bit about who I am and who I want to be. That's it. I don't give a fuck. If I wrote an Oscar-winning movie, somebody better be there to accept the award on my behalf, because I don't fucking care. I did it to do it. That's the point. So that when I'm sitting in a goddamn rocking chair talking to my fucking nieces and nephews or kids and grandkids, if they so happen to exist, you know what I can say? Yeah, I actually have a little bit of proof of what the fuck I've done. Let me tell you a story about back when I was in Iraq, back when I was in Kazakhstan, back when I was in Africa, you know. What we used to do is, you know, we would get bored all the time. We would throw rocks into each other's pocket. You see somebody's cargo pocket open, you start throwing rocks into it, and they had to stand there. And we would just throw rocks into there until, you know, it got full. And then, you know, eventually the squad leader would come by and tell us, hey, what the fuck are you doing? How about you guys actually do some work? And so we'd start flipping rocks over because we got in trouble for not doing any damn thing. Like nothing, the grand scheme of things, nothing really matters. That's a very nihilistic view. But if you can actually if you can matter to yourself, then yeah, that's what should matter to you. If you can matter to others based off of what you can say to them and just the few things that you can show, then yeah. And if one of those things that you can show happens to be an Oscar, if one of those few things that you can talk about is how you made one of the best movies in your entire life, then sure, why not? If that's what you want to do. But fucking A. We're 3 minutes into the video. That's how dumb every sentence Quartering says is. Yeah, dude, fuck this guy. Liz is really proficient at mopping the rainwater off of a parking lot. Fun fact, I am not. Because I kept my nose clean and I never had to do that. However, I did have to, in Korea, grab buckets and other soldiers, and we had to clear out a rain canal in the rain. It was raining really heavily. It was monsoon season, so we had to take buckets and waste baskets and everything, and we had to move the water to a different drainage ditch. So I know how to do that in the rain. We had to move water while it was raining. Move rainwater while it was raining in the rain on a Saturday when we didn't have any scheduled duties. Duties.
People that actually get Emmy Awards, there's no real consideration. They probably had, I mean, like, look, this is
okay. Back restart. I can't restart the whole video.
How do I say it?
Okay, but military medals are earned for bravery and such. Getting an award for making movies is not comparable to getting medals for defending our country. To me, it's the exact same thing. This is my own personal opinion. I don't give a fuck what's on my uniform. When I do get my dress uniform, I can post a picture of it, and I will look very decorated. But here's the thing. None of that matters to me. I know what I've done, and the only purpose that I have in being in the military is to do my job as a public affairs specialist and to protect my country and my countrymen. And it doesn't matter if you're, Jeremy, Trump, Biden, fucking Al Gore, or even Lord of Patriarchy. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to stand up, and I'm going to be the one like, hey, let's go fucking do this. And there's no, it reminds me of, this is a Napoleon quote. A soldier will fight long and hard for a piece of colored ribbon. And there is no color that you could put on any piece of ribbon. There's no color you could hang on my casket that would be the defining moment or the defining goal of me wanting to protect the people of my country and the people of the free world. And that doesn't necessarily mean my country. It means other countries that want to strive to do better, and the people of the entire earth that actually want to do better and live their lives in peace and do the right things, like have a family, grow, and do better so that we can, survive and be better as a species. It's really not a hard concept, but it's a very difficult concept for a lot of people. LOL, I'm making tortillas. All right, well, here you go.
Danke fürs Lochspachteln, ja?
Mashallah, Digga.
Brezel?
Mit Söschen?
Na klar.
All right, hopefully everybody got something out of that. Thank you, Mari. I really appreciate that. And that comes from the heart, because that's exactly how I feel.
Yes. Non-white names. They probably submitted a bunch of non-white names to like
It was a monkey
systems.
plushie. Oh, here. Here's another monkey plushie.
What'd you say about Minecraft?
Oh, was that a racism? What? And 100 times respect you. No, I really appreciate it, Brainless, and I respect you too, man. Like, I just do the thing. It's not hard to do the right thing. All you have to do is the right thing. Like, not be a racist. I don't think that was a racism, more of a positive stereotype. Yes, no, maybe. Anybody that's been with black men, anybody at all, anybody that can confirm that, anyone here, anyone at all. Not calling out any names. Nobody on the screen. Nobody.
I bet you there's like LaFonda Jenkins, who probably got an Emmy, or a Tyreek Balsa, something like that. I don't know, Balsa.
All right. I'm going to go back because all right, if I was doing a racism,
who probably got an Emmy, or a Tyreek.
I was being facetious. This is
Balsa, something like that. I don't know. Balsa's a weird last name, but I wonder if that's what it is, or if it's just them like trying to grub awards. But it's also pathetic because the Emmy.
Oh, Mari, you sweet summer child. Thank you, Pecan Pie. There you go. That was a in my experience, that was a regular black dildo. Oh. so a little, it goes in a little bit better. What are you fucking, are you expecting to come out of your throat? Jesus Christ. Honestly, I think those are like joke things. How can you sit on that? I respect your opinion, Lizard. I'm just saying volunteering for the military is a huge sacrifice, especially because if people like you they draft people who didn't want to be there, respect that. Yeah, I appreciate that. And you know, I just have the mindset of, look, especially now, I have the mindset of, if it comes down to it, like, look, you're not gonna hurt the people behind me, because I don't give a shit who's behind me. I don't give a fuck if they're the most disgusting people, you know, in my country. You're not gonna hurt my countrymen. Let's go. We'll go hand to hand. If there was a draft, I would be the first one to be like, I'm there. Let's do it. And I had this conversation with Mango the other night, because I was like, I was kind of in a place. I was in my own head, and I was just like, I want to go to war. I want to go to war. I want to do things. And I was in my own head about it. And I don't want to go to war just to, you know, kill people. I don't want to go to war just to, you know, fight for nothing. But I want to go to war because I feel like that's where I belong. But anyway, let's get off of that. Brainless, do not at any point send me those videos on Discord. There is not a Discord that you can send me those things to. Please do not. Wink. Please do not send me the threateningly large dildo. All right. All right. All right.
I mean, they didn't even notice. For 13 years, they didn't notice.
I said, please do not send me that.
At least back to 2010, and had resulted in, quote, stars Kirk.
All right, fuck you. You suck. I hate you. I didn't realize I was going for 3 hours. I was supposed to stop before Widows started. That's my bad. But I don't know. We have a few minutes before I hit the 3-hour mark. Do you guys want to watch a cooking video? By the way, we're at the 4-minute and 3-second mark, which means Mango unfortunately won again, and you get 15,000 more internet points. Oh my God, Mango wins with 30,000 internet points. Use them wisely. Facts. Wait. You know how to make cookies? You bake it with Tony. Tony, watch out. Why? The contest is rigged. 15,000 internet points with a value of $0. Look, that is twice Mango's current salary. shouldn't be allowed to play. I know when you're bullshit too well. That's actually pretty fair. Cute animal videos. You know what, Mari? That's actually a good thing. Mango, can you send me the TikTok of the new baby rhino? It's so cute. It's clomping around with its two big feet. No, it has 4 feet, but they're too big. It's so cute. Please do. I was supposed to end like a fucking hour ago, but yo, Liz, you said you wanted some kimchi, right? Is there? Yeah, there's I'll have to get back to Rav on that one. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. What is this? Oh, shut the fuck up. Anna sent me this. Or put this in this in the chat. Hold on. I thought that was a video. Brian. Also, I didn't know Bluey was a girl. I thought Bluey was a dude because, well, blue and nuclear family, but at the same time, you gotta love some Bluey. Bluey's actually pretty fucking great. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, okay. Perfect. Here we go. No. I don't want anything to do with you. Go away. God damn it. Continue as a guest. All right. Shut the hell up. Look at this. Look at that sweet baby running around. Mom's in the back, like, God damn, I'm fucking exhausted. Look. Hold on, look. Look at the little feet. Look at his little feet. They're so cute. In this frame, he looks like he's doing a jig. The little footsies. They look so big for his body. What a cutie pie. I want to see it again. Now, replay. Running around, having a time. Mom's in the back, just like, I just need to fucking get away from this kid. Oh. Baby rhinos are the cutest fucking thing ever. The feet are so clumsy and cute, right? Oh, that's cute. It's so cute. He's so adorable. I love that. I love that little baby rhino. Blue from Blue's Clues was a guy too, but I was wrong. Wait. I never watched Blue's Clues, so I wouldn't know. Is that a black rhino? The really endangered ones, or is that the white rhinos? Can't remember which one, but one of them is near extinction. I think the last male, I think it's like last male white rhino or black rhino passed away several years ago. Why don't we look it up? We have the Google machine. A rhino should not be extinct. The northern white rhino is extinct in the wild due to poaching. So, there are now just 2 northern white rhinoceroses remaining in the world. Najin and Fatu, both female. live under constant protection from poachers in Kenya's, I think it's Ol or Oi Pajeta or Paheta Conservancy. That's really fucking sad. That's so sad. Hold on 1 second. And then I gotta get out of here. Oop. Look at that sweet baby. They're so adorable. It's like a dinosaur. Don't worry. I will be less here. I'll bring up your guys' spirits with something just for you as an outro. Because I appreciate all of you for being here. And thank you, Brainless. This one's for you. Ah. Oh, that was salty. But this one's just for you guys. There you go. Take care. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe. All that fun stuff. We'll end on some SpongeBob.
Victor